Good morning. Next is approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for this morning.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now is approval of the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from last week's meeting.
You have 2 sets.
I'll second that
Oh.
motion.
It's been moved and seconded of last week's minutes. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We also had a meeting on Monday.
Yes, so I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from March 25th. Is that correct?
7th.
Oh, 27th, I'm sorry. Yes, from the meeting of March 27th.
I'll make a motion, second the motion to approve the minutes from Monday, March 27th.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is approval of claims for payment.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims for payment as submitted.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now on actions, item number 6.
Let's skip 6 and go to, we can do the others before, just in case the tornado drill starts. Let's not start something before.
But he was waiting for a phone call at 10:05. That's why he went ahead and started.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it's an action to hire counsel for drainage litigation review and action on Yoder's application to install drainage tile set hearing. Rick, how do you have this in here for us?
Sure, I can provide a little explanation. The petitioner in this action, this is not a matter that was filed with the district court. There's a procedure set forth in Iowa Code, Chapter 468, 600, that provides an opportunity if there is an issue with a neighbor and entitling to petition the supervisor. So this application to install drainage tile was filed by George Yorger and his wife. George has been a client on and off for 30 years, and I think that it's in the best interest of the county that I not be involved, just because of the fact that there's a possibility that if there's an unfavorable ruling or something on the part of the respondent, that it could end up in district court, and there could be an allegation that it happened because I represented Mr. Yorger, and that I unduly influenced the supervisors or something like that. So I think to have clean hands, it's best to have independent counsel. So what happened is that when the application was filed, a copy was sent to David Johnson in Clarion by Art Cady, who is counsel for George Yorger in this action. He sent it to David because he thought that he was the drainage attorney for the county. It turns out that David Johnson has represented some private districts in the past. The attorney that does provide representation for the county on drainage matters, Mike Smith, is conflicted out because he represents George Yorger on another matter. So I spoke to Dave Johnson, and I don't think it's real complicated at this stage, but I think that counsel is necessary. So I recommend that David Johnson be hired to guide the supervisors through this process, and then once you do that, then we can make the call, and he'll just tell you basically when the hearing needs to be set to comply with the code section, and to get a notice out to the respondent in the petition.
Okay, so from there, we need an action to hire counsel for drainage litigation, David Johnson.
Make a motion to hire counsel for the drainage litigation, and that to be David Johnson.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now we can go ahead and call him, right?
This is David.
David, this is Lance here. We have just made the action item to hire you, and I guess I can turn it over to you now as to what we need to be done
Okay.
on this, George.
Well, there's this application filed by Mr. Oger to go through the land of Mr. Prohaska, as I understand it. And the procedure for doing this is pretty clearly set out, beginning at chapter 468.600 and the sections that follow. And the code sections provide that when an application like this is filed, the auditor shall set it for hearing no sooner than 30 days from the date the application was filed, and no later than 90 days from the date the application was filed. And notice must be sent to the adjoining landowner that the proposed construction will take place on, and any occupant of that property, if there's a tenant, for example. And then the hearing would be held at the designated time. Between now and the time of that hearing, several things can happen. The adjoining landowner can file an objection and state the reasons why he or she doesn't think that the project would be beneficial to drainage in general. The adjoining landowner can also object and argue that the route and the entry and the exit points of the proposed tile should be somewhere different. And the adjoining landowner can also make a claim for damages. And there's also the issue of compensating the landowner for going through the land. So prior to the hearing, I'd be glad to have a work session with the board so that we could meet in public and just review it, get familiar with it, go through the details, because the board is going to have to decide those issues that I just raised. And it's kind of hard to do that all in one sitting at the actual hearing. So then we can meet and discuss all those items, and then at the actual hearing itself, the landowners can appear and we can have a civil discussion about the pros and cons of the proposed project, and all of those issues can be discussed. If more information is needed, we could adjourn and come back later. But at some point, the board will have to decide if the project is beneficial for drainage, whether it should be done any differently than the way the applicant is proposing, the damages that the adjoining landowner may suffer, and the compensation that should be paid for going through the land. So for today, the code simply says that we should set a hearing within that 30 to 90 day window and send notice to the landowners. We do not have to send notice to everyone in the district because they're not going to be assessed anything. So the notice obligation is not very difficult, and then we'll follow through. So really nothing more we can do today besides just instruct the auditor to set it for hearing as required by 468.600 and 601. And if your auditor has any questions about that whatsoever, she can call me and we can talk about the specifics of the details. But she's very competent, and I don't think she'll need much assistance, but I'll be glad to talk if necessary.
One question, when you said 30 days, no sooner than 30 days from the time filed. Do I have a date
Right.
of when it was filed?
17th of February.
Okay.
No.
Is that this one?
Because it was,
So we're at about
hi,
45 days.
yeah, hi, David, this is Rick.
Yes.
The postmark on the envelope
Okay.
to the auditor was I believe the 6th or 7th of March. Art Katie's letter was dated
Okay.
March 6th. That was then, I believe, taken to my office along with the filing fee check of $1. I then was on vacation and didn't get it over to the auditor's office till later this week. So I don't think it really makes that much difference because of the time frame. So to err on the side of caution, you can say the 20th of March, but it was technically received, I think, in the auditor's office about the 8th 8th of March. So I think in one of my emails, I just suggested a late May or June date. You would be fine using either that, March 8th date or March 20th date.
Yeah, I think the deadline is in the code so that the landowner doesn't have to wait, unnecessarily. So I think we should act as quickly as we can so that if we consider the filing date to be March 8th, for example, that gives us April, May, June, and I think we can act on this sometime in May. I think we can even do early May, depends on your schedule. And I think we could probably have a work session in 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, and then we'll be ready for the hearing. So everybody wants to get things done, and I think that we should try to do it sooner rather than later.
Do you want some input now, David, to get a date? The auditor is here also, so.
I'm going to be available. I don't have anything planned until June. So do you normally meet on Wednesdays?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you have for potential dates in May?
Wednesday, May 3rd.
That's fine. Wednesday, May 3rd,
And then do you meet every 2 weeks after that?
every week.
Every week, yeah.
Every week. Okay. And it's drainage work every week as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me hold for just 1 second.
Nancy, do we have anything on May?
I'm going to check my calendar here real quick so we don't have to reschedule it. That
Are you
would-
just looking at setting a work session, David, in late April, and then a week or two later have the hearing or something, or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We
Sure.
have a work session 3rd week of April, and I'm away from my office at the moment, so I'm just going to call my secretary real quick. We'll get a good date. Hey, Monday, would you look at my calendar for May? Open it for me, please. Okay, stand the line, okay? Yeah, May 3rd is fine with my schedule.
Okay.
So that would be the hearing date.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
You want to back up 2 weeks from that to do a work session?
Sure.
19th.
Be April 19th.
Do I do that later?
Prior to or afterwards.
Later's fine.
Yeah.
It's, the 19th is open if Rick doesn't make me go to trial that day.
Well, we'll figure that out.
What time would
If
you?
not,
What time
if
would
not, we could
you?
do it the following week.
What time would you like a work session to be at?
Um,
Afternoon or morning?
11 o'clock?
Okay.
Yeah, are you normally there that late, or how do you?
Oh, yeah.
how do you finish up business?
Yeah, we'll be here till noon, 1 o'clock. Be easy.
Well, if you can get, well, if you want to use the morning to get your business done and then go into work session at 1 o'clock, I'm fine with that.
Does that work for everybody?
Sure. Yep.
1 o'clock. Okay.
And then just please remember to put on your agenda that that's what we're going to be discussing. It will not be a public meeting. Nobody can come in and start objecting or complaining or debating. It's just going to be a work session, so.
Work sessions
It's
are
open to-
public.
Yeah, so, but the floor will not be open to the public. It will
Right.
not- They will not be up there to argue with us.
Right.
They can listen to us.
Right, I was just clarifying it's not a closed door meeting.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so what was that date again?
19th.
19th?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that works for me.
Okay, well, we will go ahead with setting the date and time for the hearing.
Sounds good.
I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to hold the public hearing for the Iger application to install drainage tile for Wednesday, May 3rd at 10:10 a.m. in the courthouse conference room.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Well, Dave, we got the hearing set for May 3rd at 10:10. And from there, we will go ahead and agenda the work session for April 19th.
That sounds great. If Mr. Iger is present, I apologize for mispronouncing his name.
Yeah, it's actually Yorger.
Yep.
Yorger?
Yorger, yep.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well, thank you. I'm going to hang up
You're
now.
welcome, take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, action item number 6 is done. Now I go to item number 7, which is change of status in the sheriff's office.
I'll make a motion to approve the employee change of status for the hiring of Emily K. Schooneman as a communications operator in the sheriff's office. She will be permanent part-time, and this is effective March 19th.
I'll second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have a change of status in the RVM department.
I'll make a motion to approve the resignation of Corey Engel as the IRVM department head, also lead commissioner, effective March 29th, 2017. Corey left a really nice resignation letter. I think it reflects on the quality of work that he's done, and the fact that his sincere gratitude to Daryl and his staff for being supportive of his work as roadside manager is adequately reflected as well.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Corey's done a nice job. He's got an opportunity to move back home. I wish him the best of luck.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Utility permits.
I will make a motion to approve the Hardin County utility permit application by Heart of Iowa Communications for the purpose of burying fiber communications cable starting at N Avenue and heading west along County Road D41 to the county line. It's located in sections 31 through 36 of Ellis Townships, section 31 through 36 of Buckeye Township.
I will second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve permit 32917B. It's to approve the Iowa DOT utility permit application by Heart of Iowa Communications for the purpose of boring a communications cable under the intersection of State Highway 65 and County Road D41 located in section 35 of Ellis Township.
And I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Sorry. And then I'll make a motion to approve permit 3-29-17C. It's a Hardin County utility permit application by Radcliffe Telephone Company for the purpose of burying fiber communications cable starting at 195th Street, heading south along County Road S27 to County Road D41, then heading west along County Road D41 to County Road S21, located in sections 22, 23, 26, 27, and 32 through 35 of Buckeye Township.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hey, one question I do have on all these, when they start burying these on the gravels, I know I've asked once before, they're responsible to put the rock back in?
Yes.
We got a lot of black spots out there yet from where they dug. Any other discussion?
And if you think the county engineer has any pull with them, they're skipping going by my place with fiber, and rural water's not going by now, so I got no pull.
No more discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And thank you, Daryl, for typing these up for us.
That, Joe did, yeah, Joe, yeah.
We'll thank Joe for it.
Secondary roads. Do you have
Sorry,
anything?
Everybody was picking on me.
Do you have anything else for us, secondary roads? Any other business? Hearing none, I can ask for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. We're adjourned.